Welcome to Montecito Heights, our wonderful corner of Los Angeles. Our neighborhood sits in the junction between the Arroyo Seco on one side and Debs Park on the other, roughly between the Avenue 43 and Avenue 52 exits off the 110. From our mountain homes, you can see Pasadena to the north and the skyscrapers of downtown LA to the south. We love it here. We love Debs Park. We love our bike paths along the mighty river. We love the places where our dogs can play. We love our crazy narrow streets. It's a great place to live here in the shadow of the big city. One thing we don't love is the trash our neighborhood accumulates. It seems we have more than our fair share of places where people like to dump their trash. We have contractors leaving behind drywall. Car enthusiasts like to dump their tires here. We have a lot of yard waste from the gardeners. And for some reason, a lot of people haven't learned yet you shouldn't just throw fast food wrappers out your car window. You can find mattresses in the wash and empty beer bottles. Well, you can find empty beer bottles everywhere. It is hard to fathom why people dump their trash everywhere. We have trash cans, but maybe we need a few more in the spots where people tend to dump. Perhaps people don't know that if you call 311 or use the handy My LA 311 app, the city will send someone to pick up the big or bulky items or clean up graffiti. Cindi Lynch had had enough. She attended the Clean Streets LA Challenge training put on by the Department of Public Works. She requested support from the Arroyo Seco Neighborhood Council, the Montecito Heights Improvement Association, and the Debs Park Advisory Board. She met with other concerned neighbors and planned community cleanup events for 4 areas of the Montecito Heights that had significant trash buildup. She contacted the Office of Community Beautification to obtain tools and supplies. She printed up flyers to advertise upcoming cleanup events and cards to educate the neighborhood about 311 services. Then she put out a call to the residents of Montecito Heights to see who was willing to give up a little of their free time to make our neighborhood a better place.
Hi, my name is Lisa Ingalls, and I live in Montecito Heights, just down the street. I volunteered because I just am tired of seeing how dirty the neighborhood looks.
The results were outstanding. On October 9th, Cindi and the Montecito trash team cleaned up 2 spots, the Arroyo Seco bike path and vacant lots along Evadale and Elderbank. The bike path gets a lot of trash because of its frequent use. The vacant lots are popular spots for people to hang out and party. The massive pile of beer bottle debris is a testament to just how popular. Fortunately, other volunteers had already been through the Arroyo Seco area, so the trash accumulation was relatively light. The vacant lot on Evadale and the side of the hill below it was a different story. All the volunteers wondered just how long it had been since this area had been cleaned, since the amount of trash at the bottom of the hill was staggering. At first the thought was just to call the city and let them deal with it because of the difficulty of actually accessing the trash. It was at the bottom of a very steep cliff. But our intrepid volunteers decided they would handle the task. They were sick of this mess, and they were going to do something about it. Navigating this perilous climb, they hiked down to the garbage and started filling bags. All told, they filled almost 24 bags full of trash under the hot sun. Almost 1,000 pounds of trash were dragged back up the hill. Unfortunately, there was more trash there than they could get in a day, and plans were made to come back. 6 days later, on October 15th, the Montecito trash teams tackled 2 more spots. In the morning, they went to the Debs Park opening on Roberta and Reynolds. After that, Cindi and the crew cleaned up an area along Griffith Blvd and South Avenue 52, between the bike overpass and the Avenue 52 bridge over the 110. The Roberta gate into Debs Park is a double threat. On the one hand, just inside the gate is a popular spot to eat and drink and leave trash behind. And it is so far from the main areas of the park, the cleanup crews don't make it up to this area. Meanwhile, the street outside the gate is popular for people to dump trash from their houses. You can find tires here, you can find drywall, you can find yard waste. One time there was even a camper shell left behind. But the volunteers showed up, and it looked a lot better when they were done. They collected 14 bags of trash. One woman even joined the crew as she was out walking her dog. 2 volunteers traveled over from Mount Washington after seeing a call for volunteers on the Nextdoor app.
Hi, I'm Michael Gubin, and this is my husband, Jeff Creary. We are here to help clean up Ernest Debs Park. We found on Nextdoor, which is a neighborhood app, telling what's going on in the neighborhood, and there was a cleanup program going on, and we decided to take part of that and help out our neighborhood.
And what better way to know that you've made a tangible impact than to go out and make a tangible impact?
They felt it was important to keep Los Angeles clean, even if it wasn't their exact neighborhood. The long stretch of road between the soccer fields and the private properties on South Avenue 52 were the focus of the next cleanup. The illegal dumping in that area is massive, and the variety of trash was amazing. The cleanup crew found condoms and needles, discarded shoes and clothing, yard waste, and every type of fast food container you can name. Again, hard work made the place better than how they found it. As a bonus, a city worker from the Rex and Park picked up our bags so they wouldn't be on the street any longer than they had to be.
I'm Cindi Lynch. I am Vice President of the Arroyo Seco Neighborhood Council, and I'm the lead applicant for the Clean Streets LA Challenge. And we're here cleaning up our neighborhood because we care. I can't think of a better way to spend a Sunday morning than making sure that my neighbors have a clean neighborhood.
Because there was such a demand, a small crew went back to Griffith and Avenue 52 on November 6th. They tackled a couple of areas that were missed on the earlier cleanup day, including an area right near the Avenue 52 bridge that used to be a homeless encampment. Sadly, the area that was cleaned in October was already accumulating more trash. Someone has dumped a load of carpets on the street in the previously cleaned area. Another person had dumped their broken microwave. Everyone who participated felt good to do their part to help clean up Montecito Heights. And it was great to meet our previously unknown neighbors at these events of civic engagement. Plans are afoot to schedule more cleanups down the road so that the gains we made won't be erased by other thoughtless individuals. It's a lot like the broken windows theory. In neighborhoods, it is important to clean up damaged areas so people don't use the existing damage as an excuse to further damage the neighborhood. We feel the same can be said for littering and illegal dumping. If the area stays clean, both casual litterers and illegal dumpers might think twice about using that spot to get rid of their garbage. Thank you for all the volunteers that helped clean up Montecito Heights. Thank you to the Clean Streets Los Angeles Challenge, the Montecito Heights Improvement Association, the Debs Park Advisory Board, and the Arroyo Seco Neighborhood Council for their support.